What's up, guys? It's Ryan with the MXG channel once again, here today to show you a 2023 Husqvarna FC250. And I just showed you the 350 yesterday, but I wanted to go ahead and make another video on the 250 because you know, although they are 99% similar, it is a different bike. I want to show you guys all the bikes, and there's a few points I forgot to hit on with the 350 model. So obviously this is a new generation, all new for 2023. Almost no parts from the old generation, which would have been 19 to 22 models, will fit on this machine. Maybe the front wheel, the handlebars, the rear wheel if you use different axle and spacers. But besides that, it is all different. Now, your biggest differences this year that you're gonna feel are gonna be the chassis, without a doubt. The frame in 19 to 22 generation, a lot of guys, including myself, say that it flexed a little too much. It had a wallowy feel. I have not got to ride the 250s yet, but they share the chassis with the 450, which I do have at home, and I can tell you it feels like a hybrid between the old 19 to 22 gen frame and a aluminum Japanese frame. It flexes more than an aluminum frame, but not as much as the 19 and 22. It's a very nice, happy medium. Obviously, the motor is all new. Most of the test riders, like I said, I haven't rode one of these yet, but the test riders are saying there is noticeably more snap with this 2023 engine, but they did not reinvent the wheel or anything like that. The platform was already really good. So what has been the big differences between the Husky and Ktm? I have a lot of people ask me. Well, in years past, it had been the carbon composite subframe on the Husky, whereas the Ktm had a completely aluminum subframe. A lot of guys like the look of the Husky, and their choice of motorcycle came down to just that subframe, because the Husky kind of got a little bit of a bad rap for those braking a little easier than the aluminums. Now that is not the case. Now both bikes share a subframe design. They're not the same subframe, as you can see, because the Husky's closed and the Ktm is open right here. But they share the same design, and it's aluminum legs with some kind of composite top. So you still get the weight savings, and you get the way they can mold it and stuff up on top, but you have strong aluminum legs. So that no longer sets the bike apart. I'm gonna tell you now the big thing that does set the bikes apart, guys, and that's the suspension. Not the performance as much as the height. So the Husky base models, not the factory editions, just the base models, are 10 millimeters lower than their comparable KTMs. And the test riders will tell you this adds comfort if you're a vet rider or a little shorter of a rider, maybe on a tad more of a beginner level, that you're really going to like these. Vet guys really seem to like that 10 millimeter lower. I haven't got to ride with that yet, so I can't say, but a lot of the guys seem to love it. Now, KTM Group does market their Husky as their premier brand. It is going to be the priciest out of the brand. You're going to get all the same quality components you get on the KTM. The Husky does come with the branded DID Dirt Star wheels. You know, you get the machined clamps and, you know, all that stuff. Some of that stuff which is left out on the gas to bring that price level down a little bit. So let's hit on some of the big changes again for 2023 overall on all the bikes. I've hit them in every video. New map shift, new map switch with the quick shift and traction control, the integrated start and stop switch. You get a updated WP Exact fork. Again, remember the Huskies are 10 millimeters lower. You also get a updated shock, which is shorter for this year, plus the Husky is 10 millimeter lower. You can hand adjust the high speed and low speed compression by taking off this plate right here. You can hand adjust the rebound right here. You need no tools, just plastic clickers, which is pretty cool. The radiator cap has been changed to a black plastic one. All the cabling, all the wiring has all been super cleaned up, guys. It's under the seat. Take the seat off, it's tight, it looks good. gives you plenty of room. Instead of one long seat bolt through here, you now have one short one in the front. I'm still kind of undecided on the color scheme. It's definitely got a lot of different colors in it. I kind of would have liked a gray front end as well. KTM showed that they're not afraid to get away from the white number plate because they put the orange number plate on their 2023 SXFs. So if they could have did a gray plate here and a gray front fender, that would have been sweet. But the bike definitely looks interesting. Although it is a new generation, the shroud design is not really any different. So you can kind of see there is a 2023 and here is a 2022. So super similar. It's not going to jump out at you that it's a new generation like the difference in the KTM. I'll show you the difference in those two shrouds if you haven't seen them. There's 2023 and there's 2022. So pretty drastic difference in the KTMs, not so on the Huskies. You also get the black branded Pro Taper bars on the Huskies. And in the past, they did have Magura brake and clutch components, depending on the model. Now that is all went to Brembo. So get the same brakes as the KTM. They've stuck with the Swedish roots, keeping the blue frame. But this year, it's a metallic blue, and it's hard to see until you get it out in the sunlight. And when you get it out in the sunlight, it really does sparkle and look really nice. So yeah, guys, this is the bike that you know, the new factory guys are running, and it's pretty sweet. This with the changing of the subframe, this is kind of morphed into, you know, really a different color KTM. So it comes down to you know, do you want that 10mm lower suspension or do you not? Even though the airbox is closed, unlike the KTM, you can do a vented number plate right here and get a little bit of pop, a little bit of crack back in your throttle if you want to. So there's some of the pros and cons and benefits and differences between this and the KTM. This is the 2022 Husqvarna FC250, guys. If you appreciate these videos, you can hit subscribe. You can buy your parts from AOMC. They sponsor these videos. I've got a link in the description below. Just click there and we'll get a small kickback on anything you get from AOMC. So appreciate you guys so much. I'm Ryan. I'll see you in the next video.